Hello, everyone, and welcome to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of high school wrestling. Tonight, the Coon Rapids Cardinals host the Andover Huskies. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro, sidelines for tonight's action, and we're joined by very special guest, Coon Rapids principal and Wrestling Hall of Famer John Pena.
Welcome, John. We're so excited to have you here. And,
well,
finally somebody that knows wrestling.
Well, I don't know if I know wrestling, but I did it. I don't know.
You better know wrestling.
A little bit.
We're counting on you.
Well, I don't know. I might let you down, but I'll try not to.
Never.
We're happy to have you, and I'm sure that by the third or fourth match, you'll be taking over and we'll be asking to come join you.
Oh, I don't
but
know.
It should be an interesting contest here tonight. Coon Rapids, a team that's traditionally very strong in the Northwest Suburban, has struggled with numbers since COVID happened. Andover, an up-and-coming program, got their first ever victory over Coon Rapids last season. So even though they're at home and off to a halfway decent start after a couple of tournaments, the Cardinals come in feeling a little bit like an underdog. On the mat first at 106 pounds, we have Alex Zhang for Coon Rapids and Brady Waddell for Andover.
Well, guys, I think Coon Rapids is the underdog tonight. We just got a fresh copy of the Guillotine, and Andover is in the lean and mean category. Usually you always see Coon Rapids in that situation, but this should be a fun one.
Yeah, but I'll tell you right now, some of these kids have been working really hard over the summer. They've been doing a lot of freestyle Greco camps and just training, if not going to tournaments. So, I expect a pretty good match here tonight. The kids are going to work hard. They've been working hard since the season began, and so we're going to see how this thing turns out.
Alex Zhang filling the spot at 106. Got his first varsity win in their opening quad.
Well, John, we just got a text from Scott Storick calling us a very impressive group, and he says he cannot wait to learn. So you're going to be teaching tonight.
Yeah.
We love Scott.
Oh, yeah, Scott's awesome. You should see the work he does with his kids in class.
He's the best.
Yeah, so right here, the main object here is to get your head up. You don't want to get caught underneath anybody, especially when they put that weight on you and they keep you on your hands and knees. You're not that quick,
Waddell's shot a couple of times, but Zhang doing a nice job of keeping his feet away from him. We saw Zhang get the leg up the one time, just not able to turn it into a takedown. There's another shot attempt, and Waddell gets in nice and deep, and this time he is going to be able to finish it for the first points late in this first period.
Yeah, he scores 2 points on that maneuver.
Yeah, now he's looking for some back points. He broke the plane. Oh, did he get a count?
John got back to the base,
a 2-point
but not
near fall.
before the near fall points. And he's going to get some more right before the buzzer. Not awarded.
Well, nice start for Waddell here in period number 1. Get the 4-0 lead. You can see the takedown on Zhang.
Waddell starting on top here in period number 2. Trying to work the arm bar on that right side.
It's all about the leverage.
Yeah, right here. The bottom wrestling's about a fight. It's like who's tough down there, right?
Yep.
Guy on top's trying to rip your shoulders out of there and let's see the fight. I mean, that's what it is.
I'm sure, but you would know.
That's a dog fight down there, man. You just got to go for it. You got to keep your head up, keep your base, and try to get to your feet in any way you can.
Waddell able to get Zhang turned at least for a bit. Got 2 more back points. And now getting him in trouble again.
He's in trouble here. He's doing a nice job of just staying off his back.
Well, that was a concern coming into the season.
3-point air fall.
About the way the lineup shakes out for Coon Rapids. Most of their strength is in their upper weights, and making sure that the lower weights where they don't have the depth and the skill, but hopefully minimizing bonus points. That's 3 more near fall, and Waddell racking that lead up to 12 quickly.
Fight to your belly here. We call this short time right now. You can't give them points in short time. That's the last 10 seconds of the match. Oh. There you go. Good fight.
He is going to get 2 more back points, though, so a 10-point period for Waddell.
Yeah, again, a very impressive period for him as well, and handily winning this one. And Zhang's hope is that maybe he can get an opportunity to get the pin, but head coach Bob Adams been doing it for a long time.
Well, Zhang, who spent the whole second period underneath, chose the bottom position to start the third.
No, I think it was Waddell that chose top.
Yeah.
He's looking for a turn here because if he starts on bottom, gets away, it's a technical fall, 5 team points, but he's looking for the fall here to get the 6th. So he's looking to increase that team points.
Trying to get that turn, but not able to get the proper movement there. But
well, you got to give Waddell a lot of credit. He has changed up his strategy numerous times, working on different ways to turn him over. Zhang in a world of trouble, trying to avoid that 1 extra team point by.
He did it,
but not able to do so. Pin at 5:03 for Brady Waddell, and Andover starts up 6-0.
Yeah, good start for the Huskies. I'll bring up 113.
113 pounds for Andover, Henry Watson.
So we have Henry Watson for Coon Rapids, or for Andover, and Jack Bridenstine for Coon Rapids. And Bridenstine was ranked at 106 in the preseason polls, wrestling at 113. So not ranked as of the new rankings that came out today. And he got aggressive and may have gotten in trouble. Watson trying to get him turned to his back, but not able to hold.
See, right there, you got to look at that. That's fighting there, right? Stay in the fight. Nothing's a guarantee there. You stay in the fight. Some things could happen, some things don't, but you just got to keep going for it. These two kids, they're going to keep battling the whole time. It looks like they want to stay upper body.
Good hip toss by Bridenstine, and then slid right back out on top.
And he again was trying to turn him there, but Watson did a good job of not allowing him to.
Good strong crossface, and is looking to put him in the cradle. He's almost got it.
He's got it.
And now Watson in a whole lot of trouble.
That is tight.
Whole lot of time, too.
Oh, there it
At
is.
1:22 of the first period.
1 minute, 22 seconds.
Jack's another one of those kids that spent a lot of time on the mat in the spring and summer, and it's showing out there.
Oh, that was a nice pin, nice win for he and the squad.
Well, he got aggressive, went for the headlock early and found himself in a headlock instead, and able, as you said, to just stay in the fight and battle out, didn't give up any points, and got back to his feet and went to the hip toss and eventual cradle. Quick start for Board of Andover. He gets the takedown on David Garcia in the opening seconds. And you're in a unique position here, John. You know a lot of the kids on the other side. Obviously, you know Coon Rapids.
Yeah.
But as a wrestling dad,
I know.
You know a lot of the kids on the other side. And this is big trouble early. And a 31-second pin for Board.
Yeah, my son wrestles over at Andover. We live in Andover, so I know a lot of these kids. And some of the kids his age, I also helped coach their youth football team for a couple years, so I got to know them and their families really well.
Yeah, and there you see it again, Board, number 5 in his weight class. You can see there why he's ranked at that level.
So three matches, 3 pins. 2 of the 3 going in favor of Andover. And now at 120 or at 126, we have Jaden Caffey for Coon Rapids against Elias Hooley of Andover. And you know, talking to Coach Adams before the match, and another early takedown for Andover here, was Hooley nearly had Caffey in a whole lot of trouble. But I was going to say, not only are they thin as far as experience goes, or numbers go, it's even more thin when you consider the experience they have in these lower middle weights. And where they need some help is a nice bridge by Caffey, but outside the circle, gets a reset.
So it's an early lead for Hooley.
See right here on the bottom, the key is not to stop. You know, when you're on bottom, you can't stop moving. That's when a kid locks you up. Right here, Caffey, he's got a lot of energy. I remember watching him last year. He's like right here, look at this bridge. This isn't going to be easy for Hool. Caffey's going to keep fighting here.
Hool's got that pressure on top.
There you go. Oh, get your belly.
Hool trying to keep control of that right shoulder.
There you go. See, that's a fight on bottom. That's what you got to teach your kids. You got to keep working.
Three more back points and a 8-point lead for Hool, but Caffey able to drag him off the mat again with 20 seconds left in the opening period. And again, Hool able to get him turned quickly. He's going to get some more back points at least. 3 seconds left in the opening period.
He almost had him. I think he had maybe a little more time that may have happened, but.
Well, but he's going to go to the second period with an 11-0 lead.
Brent chooses Tom.
Yeah, right here, key to it, Caffey, got to have good position here. See his head's down? Head's down, he's got to get his head up and get ready to fight out. Keep working up now.
When the Andover wrestlers have just done such a nice job of having several different methods to try and turn their opponents. And they have been effective in these lower weights, but kind of where their strength is, Bob talked also about them being kind of mirror images of one another. Andover really strong in the lower weights, a little thinner up top. Coon Rapids, the opposite.
So it's almost, can you weather the storm down low?
Well,
right?
that's the thing, is to keep the score, relatively close. Correct.
You got to hand it to Caffey. He has been expending a lot of energy underneath and showing the flexibility of his upper body to keep his back off the mat as long as he did. But at 3:16, Poole adds to the pin collection for the Andover Huskies.
So the Huskies with an 18-6 lead. Move to 132.
At 132 pounds for Andover, Tyler Bertram.
So we move to 132. Bernard Mua for Coon Rapids and Tyler Bertram on the mat for Andover. Good energy from both wrestlers off the opening whistle.
So John, when you wrestled, did you have a particular first move that you always went through, or did it vary? Did you have a move that you liked, that you felt you could gain some advantage early on?
Yeah, I mean, in wrestling, you always got to have a plan, just like in everything, right?
Yep.
When I wrestled at Augsburg College, but it's university now, right? And so we always focused on a plan A and a plan B.
Okay.
Right? So my plan A was an underhook to a single. My plan B was a Russian.
Okay.
And then working to the singles, you always got to create angles, right?
That is staying in the fight right there. Mua got in deep on a single leg, not able to finish.
1 point escape, Brent.
Then ended up on the bottom and somehow kept battling until he was on top. But a quick
2 point takedown.
escape and takedown for Bertram, and now he's in control.
He's trying to get him. He's trying to get him on the back, but Mua's doing a good job of just trying to stay to his side. Oh, it's tough now.
Yeah, he's got his legs locked up. Bertram doing a really nice job of controlling the whole body.
And this is a clash of bodies, right? You got one nice short and compact, one nice and long. Can control your whole thing, the whole body from head to toe.
Yeah, I was going to say that earlier. Two very different physiques out there.
Yeah. Sometimes you use that to your advantage. If you're a short kid, get in on those legs, keep moving, creating angles. But when you stop, when you hit your knee, bad things happen.
Right.
It's first dual meet of the season for the Cardinals. They took 2 of 3 in a quadrangular down in Woodbury last Thursday, and then went 0 for 2 in the Bob Board duels here at the Fieldhouse on Saturday. It was a big wrestling day at the Fieldhouse last Saturday, followed by the pro wrestling event to benefit the theater department. I love it.
Did you participate in that, John?
No, I'd get hurt if I participated in that. I'm too old, man. I'm too old.
Hey, wrestlers are tough.
They're borderline tough and unintelligent. But, they so. But no, that was a great event.
Quick takedown to start the second period, and a 10-2 lead now for Bertram. Yeah, coaches Tronson and Adams competed in that years ago, the professional wrestling event, along with John Young.
All right.
Yep.
And
Neil Hennenfeld got canceled the event this year.
Here's a little trivia for you. Coach Tronson, Coach Adams, and I all went to the same school.
Yeah. Augsburg.
Yeah.
Augsburg College.
And Adam and I were actually teammates.
Oh, that's interesting. That I never knew. Okay.
Yeah, we were college teammates all 4 years.
I like that.
He's a fun guy.
He's a great guy. Both the coaches, all the coaching, but
the energy that Coach Tronson brings to the floor,
it's great.
And it's been that way for the last 30 years. It hasn't stopped.
He used to be a preacher.
Yeah.
For at the Vikings.
Yep.
And I'll tell
tailgates.
you, I went to watch one of those, and I was like, he's got a cult here. I mean, people knew all the words to the songs, the whole night. He gave out flyers.
I love it.
It was crazy. He stood on top of a bus
Yep. I think it was they had a news segment on
Yep.
once that I saw.
They did.
2-point near
So,
fall.
John, so I have a customer that one of our customers that he was an Olympic wrestler, and we were on a vacation, and he said, "Do you want to wrestle in the pool?" I said, "Are you crazy?" His name was Pat New. Does that ring a bell to you?
No.
He wrestled for the Olympics the year that they boycotted, so he ended up not going, but he made the squad.
Qualified, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to wrestle me in the pool. I said, "I don't think so."
You never know, though, when you hit the water. It
It's
doesn't
okay.
hurt as
No,
bad.
I'm not even taking the chance.
Bertram in complete control. This is going to be enough for the tech fall if he's not able to finish the pin. Mua just trying to fight back to that point right there. And he keeps that extra team point.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, and that's also pride right there.
Sure.
You know, fighting off your back.
Oh,
That's pride.
absolutely.
That's a big deal.
With a victory by technical fall in 3 minutes and 50 seconds, Tyler Bertram.
So it's a 23-6 lead now for the Huskies.
And it's
Going to be a 20-29. I think this is a forfeit weight at 138 for the Cardinals.
that, I believe, was the case coming in.
At 138 pounds, Brandon Seaberg. Coon Rapids is
So far, every match has been bonus points.
Yeah.
So we moved to 145 as Seaberg went out to accept the forfeit. So 145, we'll have Will Grant for Andover against Gilbert Kostock for Coon Rapids.
Quick first.
Ooh.
Very
lift.
quick, very aggressive double leg takedown. Went for a half Nelson, but decided instead to try and gain control of that left arm underneath. And
The only time I remember that aggressive is when the buffet is in front of me. It's the only time.
Oh, man. I love that.
don't cut in front of Howie at the Golden
No,
Corral.
no.
So he'd be the worst wrestling teammate. All these kids are trying to make weight, and he's over there at the buffet just,
Oh, yeah,
you know.
just-
Well, that's why heavyweights stay heavyweights, isn't it?
Oh, that's true. Yo, but then, you know, we got to watch our figure, too. though.
Sure.
We just watch it grow.
Yeah.
You know.
But you're watching it.
Yeah.
Under a minute.
And Kostock at this point just doing everything he can to stay off his back. Very impressive first period for Grant.
3-point near fall, red.
And yeah, we have not seen one go the distance. The only one that's made it to a third period was 106.
Yeah. He's got a belly out here. He can't stand his hip. He's got to flatten out here. Yeah. Belly out. He's going to keep climbing up there, you know. Right here, he's just got to start crawling forward and get to his base, you know. There you go.
So it'll be a 5-0 lead for Grant, but it could have been much worse. That was the opening seconds of the period. Quick double leg takedown and kind of relentless once he had control.
Yeah, Grant just doing a really good job of controlling this match so far.
Got a hold of that left arm underneath. And he's going to get at least a couple more points here.
Yeah, that's what we call a cheap tilt. I can't stand those things because you just roll over and you can't do anything to stop it. You know?
Working on controlling the right arm. He's got the bicep underneath.
Looking for a cradle.
And a nice job by Kostak getting a hold of that arm and taking control. At the very least, he's going to get the escape point.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's you talk about it. It's all fight. Just fighting to make sure you stay in this match.
Well, now it's just like the team. You know, you got to weather the storm. You got to weather that first period. You know,
Yep.
and he got down 5-0 real quick. You know, now you just got to weather it out and stay in good position and get on your attacks.
Well, and again, Kostak a little bit longer and taller, but a very sturdy built young man in Grant.
Yes.
Yeah. Grant is short and stout. He's got those big legs.
And again, double leg. He gets in deep, and he's got the power in those legs to lift his man off.
He definitely does.
Little tree trunks down there.
Yep.
Kostak again in some trouble late in the period. Final seconds ticking away. He will survive to see the third.
3-point near fall, Brent.
He gets that 3-point near fall, but
It's Brent Joyce.
You know, right now if I'm Coach Adams, what I'm looking at is, because you're always trying to evaluate your athletes as well and what positions you're in. And bottom positions are a big thing they're going to have to work on. You know, staying in good position and recognizing when, you're about to get turned, you can't fight it. You got to go forward, get to your base, and live to fight another day.
Kostak starting the third on top, trying to slip a cradle in underneath Grant.
Get up, get off your hip.
just trying to hook that leg, but
Got to keep his head up here so he can't get grabbed and pulled over. And he's got to recover. He's got to get his hips back on top. There you go. Keep recovering. Got to get back up. There it is.
Grant able to muscle his way to the top, turn it into a reversal. And again, an Andover wrestler in that position where one more point is a tech fall.
Yep. Got a little under a minute to do it if he can.
Takedown here, gets the tech fall.
Goes in for that double leg and just bull rushes him for the takedown and the tech fall. Same score, 17-2 that we saw at 132.
Well, Grant was aggressive from the start.
Yeah, built a 5-0 lead right away in that first minute, so hard to come back from.
That'll bring up 152 for Coon Rapids, Tristan Hargrave. RJ Walker will take the mat for Andover. And another early takedown for an Andover wrestler.
Yeah, you know, a lot of the wrestlers for Andover are certainly aggressive from the jump.
Not easy being a passive wrestler. That you're not going to be not often successful.
You know, we always talk about it. I played football and wrestled in high school and college, and what we always say is, you know, football, you go really hard for 6-7 seconds, then you get 30-second break.
Yep, not here.
You take a 6-second break, you're going home.
Yeah, you lose.
You're going home. And the key to this, in wrestling, it's really hard to win if you go to your back.
Right.
That's what I was talking about with Coach Adams, reevaluating the wrestlers is, really putting a lot of time in that bottom wrestling, so that way you stay in good position, come on up so you don't get turned. Jeff Swenson, my head wrestling coach at Augsburg, would always say, you're not going to win. Chances are if you go to your back, so you got to stay off of that.
So do you ever spend some time in the wrestling room here during practices?
Once in a blue moon, I'll go in. But my wife always says to me when I tell her I'm going to go wrestle, she doesn't say have fun. Good luck.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself. So.
Don't hurt yourself, because if you are, you're in trouble. If you do, you're in trouble.
Yeah. And these guys are young, man. They're strong.
They are.
So we had an earlier warning for an illegal hold, and then the clasp leads to a penalty point for Hargrave. Walker still in control. Tristan, just a sophomore.
Yeah, Tristan's battling back from some injuries too. I remember last year he had a hurt knee, and this year a little bit he hurt his shoulder a little bit. So it's nice to see him on the mat competing, fighting through those injuries and still working hard out there.
I've known him since he was a very young lad. His older brother and my son are the same age, and his father and myself coached baseball together. And
It's green choice.
And I know Riley took up wrestling kind of late and just fell in love with it. And Tristan, as most younger siblings, they just want to do what the older sibling does. And he's a good athlete, plays football and baseball as well, I believe.
Yeah, and I like to see that, kids are doing multiple sport nowadays. Sometimes they specialize a little bit too early. The well-rounded athlete, I think, is going to be more productive later on in life.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think it's really important if you can be a multi-sport athlete and obviously be a good student at the same time. But it really does help you later in life.
Yeah, well, as far as being the principal, it helps in our building as well. If all you do is one sport and you just get isolated there, you're not showing those talents and role modeling those positive behaviors to more people,
Well, and there you see Walker. You talk about being strong on your base.
Yeah.
He's not giving Hargrave anything to work with.
Yeah, he's just got a nice firm base, but now he's got to come up, though, because he can call for stalling by doing that. Got to better your improvement. There you go. Better your position.
One escape, red.
Ooh, somebody's looking for a throw there.
Yeah. From what I've seen in high school wrestling, it usually takes a lot to get a stalling call. I suppose it all depends on the official.
Yeah.
As it does with any sport.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many of them over the years.
We have, but
but not too many.
Seen plenty that you're going, how is
that not?
How is that not stalling? But
it's almost like baseball. You got to make a big strike zone to get kids to swing, right? So you want kids being active here. You don't want to just sit and be passive.
Right.
Oh, looks like Walker might have gotten a finger in the eye. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
And right now you got all the matches so far have been bonus points, right? So here we are in the second period. You got a 2-point match. These kids seem to be evenly matched. I think it's going to come down to conditioning.
Right.
Who's in a better shape to go the full 6 minutes?
We certainly hope he's okay.
He's in good hands.
He's
Jeremy
in
Shepard.
excellent hands.
Yeah, Jeremy's awesome.
Yep, he was first on the scene when my son broke his nose in this very field house.
You know, they're also lucky because their head coach is a former trainer at the U of M.
Right.
So Walker able to continue, and that's good. Has the 3-1 lead. We start from the feet. 30 seconds left in period number 2. Good headlock by Hargrave. Took him straight to his back.
Oh, can he keep
Walker,
him?
To his credit, got to his base quick, but he's still got the head locked up.
Oh, this is fighting here, boys.
He's trying to push him over.
Oh, who's got it? Oh, it's a doggy-dog world right now. Who's got the biggest bite, you know?
Right.
Oh.
The time ran out.
No back points. Just
None.
2 for the takedown.
So we're tied going to the third. There's another look at it. Good, strong, left-handed.
Yeah. You don't see many of
headlock.
those.
That may have caught Walker by surprise, but yeah, he just and Hargrave did a great job of keeping it locked, because if Walker was able to pull his head out, he would have had Hargrave in a real tough spot.
Right now, that classman call is a big deal. You know, Tristan gets away from the bottom. He's up by 1. Uh-oh.
Nearly had the escape.
So right now you're thinking, can you turn him? Can you ride him out the whole period? Go to overtime.
Right.
Right there. He's keeping him now. Right. Oh! Did he get a count? There's the 2. I guess that answered my question.
Yes, it did.
Right? I guess that answered my question.
There's still plenty of time.
Tons of time.
Well, and now Hargrave in some trouble. That's a good half
Yes,
Nelson
it is.
from Walker, and then got maybe a little too high on his chest. But he's got a lot of weight right across the shoulders. Hargrave fighting, but a lot of time left.
Oh, look at that.
Able to get back out of it.
Fighting. See it. Escaping a takedown ties it up, though.
Yes, it does.
He's still in it. Escaping a takedown ties the match.
How much energy remains? And you said conditioning.
Yep.
Right.
This is when you need that little extra. Went for Hargrave, tried to roll out of it. Walker nearly caught him. I think Walker's going to settle for our first decision of the night.
One of the night, yeah. But this is starting to get to the the heart of the lineup. You know, they're bigger guys right now. They start to work up and weather the storm. You get a few pins here. Put yourself right back there.
They'll make it 37-6, but again, just an aggressive. We saw Andover being aggressive from the jump in a number of matches here tonight. You see there.
This is going to be a good matchup here. It's going to be fun.
Carter Skransky off to a solid start for the Cardinals. Jackson Armour will be his opponent for Andover.
If Carter doesn't qualify or take first or second section tournament, I'd be really surprised. Kid's pretty tough.
Yeah, he is really a tough wrestler.
Tough. And he's got a great attitude about it too. I mean, he approaches it well.
Pretty sure that he started 5-0. Where there were 3 or 4 guys, I think, that finished 5-0.
He's got a mean headlock too, though. Carter's got a nice little headlock.
Well, let's see if he can implement it here.
I know, right? I was like I was saying earlier. I was doing a lot of Greco and freestyle in spring and summer with my son. Traveling with him. I always end up in the same tournaments with Carter and Hayden and Kenny and those guys. And the thing I liked about him watching him is he wrestles free. He'll just go for it.
Sure.
No fear.
Yep.
No guts, no glory, right?
Right.
But then if he misses it, he gets back up, gets back in the fight, and goes for it again. And he has like no fear. Like he doesn't think anybody's better than him. You know. I
Well,
mean,
it's a great attitude to have because you have to be tough to be a wrestler. My eyes.
Yeah, it's that mindset. You know, once you got it in your brain, if you think you're going to lose in your head, the match is over.
You're going to lose.
Yeah.
You got to be able to believe in yourself.
So after I don't know if they had he's Armour's got a nose full of cotton to continue. That's got to make it so tough to breathe.
Yeah.
A lot of battling up top to start. Nobody going to give up position.
This is that hand fight right now. Uh-oh. That's a headbutt. Can't do that. Getting a little chippy out there.
Got a little nosebleed.
And our official, I think, just had a little word with our two combatants about keeping it genteel. Armour back over to
A little more cotton.
get a fresh
there you
wad.
go.
Now you're breathing in and out through your mouth.
Yeah, that's got to take a toll on you as well.
Skradsky able to get the toss, but
This is what we call a Russian armbar. That Skradsky's using right now. All he has to do is get the angle, though.
so no score through the first period.
It's red choice. Red defers.
So Armour deferred, and Skradsky chooses the down position.
Now you're away.
First point of the match so far.
Well, the Cardinals have some catching up to do. It's not out of reach yet, but
no. But they're in a little bit of a hole.
Yep, they got to have some bonus point wins.
Yep.
You know, decision's not going to help them here as a team.
Right.
You know, but you got to think about that as a competitor, though. I mean, put yourself out there, risk taking a loss, you go for it. What do you do?
see, we talk about stalling, and
And then it happens.
Uh-oh. See, he's like, Carter's looking for that headlock. You see he keeps digging up there? He's got the arm, he's got the right arm. He's trying to go around the head.
Definitely the lowest scoring match we've seen
yeah,
so far.
I don't know that I've seen either shoot for a leg.
No, I'm looking at Carter sitting right here. He's trying to lock up that headlock. Oh, throw by. There you go. There it is.
And he gets the takedown just before the buzzer. to take a 3-0 lead into the third period.
Yeah, get a couple of points there before the horn and see what he can do to finish it off.
That's just a nice little slide by. Just pop the elbow straight up, turn the head. Oh, got a little high. Get back.
Trying to gain that leverage to turn him.
You got to get his knee higher.
Yeah.
A little too long. Key there is to isolate those hips rather than more back. Trying to break it clean. Too many times in this position, kids just go straight across the hips. Key is get an angle. Get a 45-degree angle. Get them heavy. You know, break the hips.
Quick stand-up for Armour. Good job staying with it for Skradsky to break him back down to the mat.
Yeah, just couldn't get him on his back. But yeah, nice move to do that. 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the deal here, though, is even if he doesn't get any back points or anything, just to ride a kid for a full 2 minutes,
yep,
is pretty tough.
Got him in the splits, and before he split Armour like a wishbone, our referee decided.
Probably a smart move.
He's trying to do a banana split, is what they call it, or a splato, and that does hurt the groin.
Yeah. Can't be good.
Zap some energy. Good roll off the whistle. Skradsky had Armour in a little bit of trouble, but he will get a couple more points, but it'll still be a decision for Coon Rapids at 5-0.
So I'll make it 37-9 in favor of the Huskies.
Garrett Nelson will take the mat for Andover, and Hunter Allen for Coon Rapids. One of only a couple seniors in the wrestling room, but wow, has he had a great start. 5-0 with 5 pins.
Yeah, he really has.
We see these guys both early on going for the legs, neither successfully, but Allen trying to get around behind him.
Got the angle. Keep it on the mat. You know, that same cheer's been playing ever since I was in high school.
Yeah.
Since Howie was in high school.
Yeah.
How long ago was that, Howie?
The year you were born. And that's going to leave it at that.
We'll leave it there.
They had a crank on the front of the bus that they had to.
Bus? It was a horse-driven kit.
Horse-driven buggy.
Yeah, we just
it.
pile into the wagon, and the horse would take us to the next event.
Oh, man.
Well, a different battle, but same result from the last is no score here late in the first period.
Oh, went for the shot. What's he going to do here? There it is.
Able to duck underneath, get the takedown. Earn the first points.
Oh, he's out of position.
And a good reverse for Nelson.
After Allen scores the first two, did a really nice job of getting two back.
Right here. There you go. Any kind of points in short time is a good point.
Absolutely.
End out on top. End the period out on top.
The slimmest of leads for Hunter Allen, 3-2 as we go into period number 2.
Spread choice. It is green choice. Green choice. Green defers. Red chooses down.
So Nelson will choose the down position. Did do a nice job. He wasn't there very long after the takedown. It's up quick. And he got that escape right before he left the mat.
Ties it up at 3.
Again, it seems like you got two pretty evenly matched athletes out there.
Well, and it seemed that both being pretty cautious. Respect for their opponent. Ankle pick. Nelson countered well.
No points. Nice scramble, both guys.
I love Coach Stratton. He is the best.
You can't help but it. The energy.
Oh,
it's infectious.
So far, it seems like Allen's taking the most chances out there.
It looked like he kind of slipped, and Nelson tried to take advantage.
Oh, no points, no point. Oh, caught on his butt. Wow. 40 seconds to get away. Still getting some points here.
And a 5-3 lead now for Garrett Nelson.
Oh, no. You better get to your belly.
I turned him.
Oh, not yet. There you go.
Got his head out.
Looked like near fall turns into an escape. Oh, or a reversal here. Let's see what happens.
Go, attack. It's not over. Start wrestling.
1.3.
Still 15 seconds in the period. Nelson's tired, rested on his knees a little bit.
You can see him breathing heavy. He looks like he's put a lot of energy here through 2 periods.
You can tell it's early in the season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very early in the season.
Conditioning.
Green chooses down.
Get up. Let's go.
Allen tried to roll out. Nelson able to stay on top, looking for a cradle.
You've got to start working up. Start working up here, bud. You need a point. You're going to get called for stalling. There it is.
Yeah.
Get your head off the mat.
There's still plenty of time, a little over a minute remaining.
Yeah, lots of time in the match right now. he doesn't get his head off the mat, the ref might call him again.
Right.
So he's got to start moving. There it is.
Oh, that was a big point.
Right now, let's see who's got the toughness in him here. This is where it matters. This is hard. No points yet. No points yet.
Yeah.
2-point takedown, red.
And now short time, only 21 seconds. Need a reversal to tie or escape and takedown to win. Seen him go to the granny roll a couple of times and not quite able to finish it.
Under 10.
And that's a big win for
Yeah,
Andover.
it really is.
Victory by decision for a score 7-5. Barrett Nelson. Just know for all the Coon Rapids fans.
Makes it a 40-9 lead for the
Right,
Huskies.
clinches too.
Yeah.
That clinched the duel.
Yeah.
With four classes left, pins in all four would only give Coon Rapids
We have George Johnson.
33 points. So
We have Kenny Well.
if my Minneapolis math is
Well, you know,
accurate. We had a third Minneapolis high school graduate to our broadcast tonight with Principal Pena joining us.
That's how you know there's star power here.
But I'm a South High Tiger.
3 different Minneapolis
Yes.
high schools
Yep.
at that. So Kenny Wells on the mat against George Johnson for Andover here at 182.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, just fighting to get out of that. Wells doing a nice job of controlling.
Kenny's a strong kid.
Yeah, he really is.
Oh, kid's playing defensive tackle on the football team. Weighs $182.
Yep.
Kid's tough.
Tough.
He's a kid I watched wrestle all spring and summer at 195 and he weighed 184.
Crazy.
He didn't want to cut 2 pounds.
Nope.
Kenny's like, nah, I could take these big guys.
That's confidence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got a little mojo to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. Walk
Can't
it,
go too
walk
high on
it,
that shoulder,
set.
Kenny. Stay parallel.
At what point do they decide the arm, the chicken wing has gone too far?
If you're the hand that's the arm that's barred through, if you keep it parallel, you're fine. But if you start coming up toward the shoulder blades, is when you get called.
Gotcha.
Then you're going against the joint. You know, you don't want anybody getting hurt.
Right.
You want to put pressure against the shoulder.
Yeah, but not you don't want anyone to get hurt. Yeah,
you don't want
absolutely.
people getting hurt out there.
Well, that's one of the questions I've always had, because I mean they wrench on each other's bodies pretty aggressively.
Oh yeah.
But we did witness one time a father coming out of the stands and breaking it out.
Pulling the Coon Rapids wrestler off his son.
And it was just like the most bizarre thing ever, and it really was the difference in the match because it was the kid ended up winning by a tech fall instead of a pin, and Coon Rapids ended up losing by 1 point.
1 point.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have been going crazy if I was Bobby.
It was bizarre.
We've also seen a Coon Rapids wrestler pick up an opponent and do an airplane spin.
It's a good headlock from Johnson. Wells able to turn it around though, and not often you get taken down in a headlock and end up with the takedown yourself.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Sometimes, watching what some of the parents do at some of these events is,
Oh,
yeah.
it's I want to say it's concerning, because you got two athletes out there. They're
Sure.
both prepared. They're both
Yeah,
out there
absolutely.
ready to battle.
Yeah, it's not like they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's
Drive him over.
and and that what that says is a lack of a trusting the official because they're out there to keep the kids safe.
Right.
They're calling scores, but like potentially dangerous.
But
Their main job is to keep them safe. Right.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, at what point does it go from, wow, he's really getting wrenched on to, no, let's stop, you're going to hurt him.
Yeah. And, wrestling's a tough sport.
Oh, yeah.
Very tough.
I look at it, I tell my son this too. I'm like, wrestling's a street fight with some rules.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's a tough sport
Well,
out there,
Getting him turned and has Johnson in some trouble.
There it is.
Kenny's going to do well. He's another kid that if he doesn't qualify for the state tournament, I'll be surprised.
Right.
He's been working hard. And he's
Good
a tough
for him.
Kid. Yeah.
Well, I know he works hard at it all summer long. And he and Carter Skradsky, both juniors and are second-year captains.
Yeah.
So both guys lead by example and are certainly
Kingsley Freeman.
ready to fight hard. So Kingsley Freeman will come in at 195.
He's wrestling up a couple classes, ain't he?
Yeah, he weighed at 170.
Kinsley's a pretty talented hurdler too, though.
Yeah. He's a good athlete.
Yeah. Running back on the football team, hurdler on the track team.
Wrestler.
And out here grappling.
Yep.
And he is noticeably smaller, but certainly
he's better put together.
Not intimidated by Israelson. So far off the mat, the cheerleaders
Yeah, they had to back up
were
a
in
little bit.
danger.
What I like about these two is they're not stalling.
No,
they're out there.
they're
pushing,
aggressive.
Pulling, pushing, taking shots. They're going underneath each other.
Good single leg by Israelson, first points of the night.
Now I think it's when that size comes into play.
Right. Yeah, you've got that advantage. You got that weight advantage, and sometimes you can use that leverage to your advantage.
Well, and also it makes it that much more tiring for your smaller opponent underneath.
And both these guys are put together really well. They both got really good physiques on them, and so it's not wasted weight. It's all muscle out there.
Oh
both
yeah,
of them,
absolutely.
literally.
Yeah, they're definitely both well put together.
That's what I look like sometimes in my dreams. Then I wake up and I look at myself and I'm like, come on now.
You too could have that body. You just have to work at it as hard as they do.
I'm the same way.
Actually, you have to work a lot harder than they do now.
I'm
They have that natural youth.
I'm the same way. Then I see that empty Oreo carton on the floor, and I think, no, it's never going to happen.
I thought I was just dreaming about eating them, but I did.
Final seconds tick away. It'll be a 2-0 lead for Nolan Israelson. Oh, that's a big, he's just a sophomore.
Yeah.
We have a lot of sophomores. Yep. All the big boys for Andover are young punks. Got sophomore, and then close it out with a freshman heavyweight.
I know, right? I got a personal tie to the house.
Yes, you do.
You have to feed it.
I do.
2-point reversal early in this second period for Israelson. Kingsley Freeman, also a senior. We talked about Hunter Allen being one of few.
Right.
There's a handful. We have Nathan Caminati, too. Caminati, another, all three of those guys also football players.
You know, the thing you got to look forward to is with young team, you know, just give them some good experience, let them work hard. And
Oh, we talk about that all the time.
you know,
Double arm bar, and that was nicely done by Israelson to get the pin.
For the victory by fall for a time of 3 minutes and 2 seconds, Nolan Israelson.
I'm assuming Caminati will bump up to 220.
I would think so, too.
As that was empty. And he's got his hands full because this is the one ranked Raider, one ranked wrestler on either team is Tremaine Davis.
Yeah, Davis is 220, number 7.
And a very quick single leg takedown to get him
2-point takedown.
in
Red.
control and off to a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, trying
I'm
to get
gonna
him.
leave you guys here and go over sit with mom and watch my boy.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for having me out here.
Thanks for
This was
having
great.
us.
Yep.
That way you can go be a wrestling dad,
I'm gonna be a dad
and
now.
not
All
have
right,
a microphone on.
enjoy. Thanks so much.
for being with
Thank
us.
you.
That
It's,
heavyweight match is
Yeah.
going to be upon us soon. If
he's just trying to stay up.
Tremaine
There it is.
Davis is able to finish it off, and he is just 58 seconds to get the pin.
For the victory by fall at a time of 58 seconds, Tremaine Davis.
And it brings up Principal Pena's freshman heavyweight.
Yes, the youngster.
We were watching him before the match, and it's a very large young man, and he's still growing. He's just a freshman. And Hunter Skillings was the freshman heavyweight for the Cardinals last year.
He had a nice season.
He did, and they look for big things from him. He's had a nice start so far, and so this is a battle we may see for the next couple of years.
Yes.
Skillings got Pena's head down, but
Looked like he was going to try and throw him a little bit, and the cheerleaders got a little nervous again.
we start asking for hazard pay.
Yeah, really.
And much like we've seen in several of these upper weight matches, two guys that are, I wouldn't say apprehensive, but a little more cautious than we saw in the early matches.
Yeah, you don't see as aggressive. Just each wrestler trying to figure the other one out.
Skilling's trying to control that left arm of Pena. Skillings with a hip toss, and he's got Pena right to his back, and he gets the pin with 3 seconds left.
Wow.
In that first period.
Yeah, it was a nice takedown, and a really good job to apply the pressure, get him to his back, and get that pin. So it'll be a final score of 52-21. It's good evening of wrestling, Joe. Saw some pretty good matches, some quick ones.
The first one, yeah, with the way the first 5 matches went, I thought we were going to be in for a really early night. But some good battles along the way, but a convincing victory for the Andover Huskies.
Yep, but a lot of fun as always, and we again thank Principal Pena for joining us and offering his wrestling expertise to the broadcast, and made a lot of fun.
Well, we like to have fun here on CTN. We're going to have some fun with the boys basketball team on Tuesday when they host the Armstrong Falcons. We'll see them again the following Tuesday when they take on St. Francis. And we'll see the boys hockey team on Thursday the 22nd when they face the East Ridge Eagles. But that will do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score 52-21 in favor of Andover. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Neil Highlights Hennon in the truck and Howie Shapiro on the mic, I'm Joe Young saying goodnight.